And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. And it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Carter, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
It is the rookie from Alabama, Will Riker, to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Titans coming out with their quarterback, Will Levis. Good performance last year, taken early in that second round in the 2023 draft. Greg, this quarterback out of Kentucky could be the future for Tennessee.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. A second down throw here for Levis. And is caught by the man wearing 0, Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Titan first down.
Nice grab there by Ridley, and this is a unit that this Tennessee Titans offense has continued to search and build ever since the departure of A.J. Brown a few years back. And now with the signing of Calvin Ridley, a guy who has been a playmaker everywhere he's been, they're starting to put together a really nice receiving corps down to Tennessee.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Levis. His pass caught. It's Okonkwo.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play. But those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
Off the play fake, it's Levis. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner and just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So on fourth down, the veteran Nick Folk will try it for Tennessee. This one from 43 yards away. Folk's kick is good. And the Titans are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Now the man who moved inside the NFC North, the former Packer, Aaron Jones. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll be 2nd down. In motion, it's Jefferson. He'll go play action with Darnold. This one complete to Oliver. Third and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Minnesota. On the ground now with Jones. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. The veteran safety, Jamal Adams, there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Darnold. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third down, 3 to go. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On 4th down, on comes the rookie, Will Reichard, to try this Viking field goal. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will tie the game at 3 apiece. Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Titans offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Levis. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Levis. A throw right side taken in by Boyd. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Nice grab there by Boyd, and I think it was really smart of the Titans in how they pursued this, Mike. I mean, think they put him together with his former offensive coordinator, Brian Callahan, all in hopes that the two of them can help Will Levis take that next step in his development.
On 1st and 10, here's Levis. Right back to Boyd. He's got it again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Opening carry of the game for Tyjae Spears. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Levis. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Levis. This throw, right side, taken in by Ridley. So a field goal apiece here in that 1st quarter. 3-all is the score. And we're back in Music City after this. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Levis. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. Here, the ball is thrown short. The idea is get the ball in the hands of your playmaker and let him pick up the rest with his feet. But you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Howell now to bring it back. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Vikings offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Trent Sherfield. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. A run. It's Jones. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Darnold. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. That's quickly out to Jefferson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Darnold to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. To throw is Darnold. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Vikings. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Reichert. The kick is good. And the Vikings open the lead to 4. It's 10-6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Levis to throw. To the sideline, he's got Hopkins. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Levis to throw it here on 1st down. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Hopkins sent in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
There's that man again, another catch. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
He'll look middle here, caught by Boyd. And he will get into the end zone. Tyler Boyd, touchdown Titans. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Folks, extra point is good. And the Titans go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Play fake to Jones. Now Darnold. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
So the best thing this wide receiver is able to do here, Mike, on this crossing route is once he gets the ball in his hands, he's able to put his foot in the ground and get vertical. So often you see these guys get strung out sideline to sideline, and they're not able to pick up big yards after the catch. So really nice job here, and it leads to a big gain.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Finding room to the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
And after parting ways with the Packers, Jones kind of surprised some by staying in the NFC North. He signs with Minnesota, and he joins an offense that is loaded with talented skill players. So if he can continue to be the playmaker he's been throughout his career, they've got themselves a nice young group here in Minnesota, especially on the offensive side of the ball. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We're back to Nashville in a moment. Throwing, Darnold. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And that'll set up 4th down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings will tie this game up here late in the first half. So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Titans offense and quarterback Will Levis ready for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. First and 10. Throwing is Levis. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. Here's 2nd and 2. Now, Levis. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Griffin.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Vikings offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. They'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Darnold. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete to Oliver. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw again is Darnold. That's to the right side and incomplete. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. Here's a designed run, trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short, down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings will go up by 7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Whoa. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense going to take over just before the half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the gun, it's Levis. A throw right side, taken in by Boyd. On 2nd down, Levis. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Levis to throw on 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. That'll be their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Levis to throw. Open man is Hopkins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll go. Here's Levis. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he had to push through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Looked like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Got a man, that's Sherfield. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down. On the give, it's Jones. Finding room across midfield. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And he'll take this forward only to about the 46-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Darnold. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. He is in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Reichert now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Dallas Turner, the rookie, there on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. The tight end Okonkwo is in motion. A 2nd down throw here for Levis. To the left side in the hands of Gore. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. Hopkins sent in motion. On 1st down, Levis. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On play action, here's Levis. That is caught. It is Hopkins. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Levis to throw. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Off the play fake, it's Levis. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Levis. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Tyler Boyd. Touchdown, Tennessee. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Folk now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans will cut the deficit to 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Jones. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They run it once more with Jones. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only one. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Darnold now to throw. This one complete to Oliver. And it looks like he's been fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. That's quickly out to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Here's Darnold. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Darnold to throw again. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Jones. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one taken in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings are able to extend the lead. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Levis. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Desperation time now setting here in the fourth quarter. This is where the urgency of your 2-minute offense is so critical. How many plays can you run and how fast can you run them? Because one score is not going to do it. You're going to have to score and get the ball back and end up going down and punching it in again.
On 1st and 10, here's Levis. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Levis. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Levis. Quick throw here is complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. And he will score! Game on! DeAndre Hopkins! Touchdown Titans! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now, Folk, on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Powell now to bring it back. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Short pass taken in by the tight end. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run here. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Levis. To the left side in the hands of Boyd. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Levis. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down for Tennessee. Levis to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
A 2nd down throw here for Levis. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now, Levis. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Darnold. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Darnold. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. 12 yards on that hookup. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
And what a clutch throw here on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. Now, in a perfect world, they'd love to go down there and get points, extend this lead. But at a bare minimum, milk the clock, leave the least amount of time possible if you do have to give the ball back to your opponent. And if you're this defense, it feels like the time to get off the field is right now.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. Got a man, that's Sherfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. First and 10. On the handoff, Jones. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. We'll try and run for the 1st down with Jones.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's Jones. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. This is Jones. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. On the ground now with Jones. He's going to have a Vikings first down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Third and 9. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.